This is our test for our subject Philippine History or the Social Studies 13. First, we are tasked to explain the summary of the geographical and strategic location of the Philippines over the Asian nations. So, Philippines is an island country that consists of 7,100 islands and has geographically divided into three, which is the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Philippines is located at the Western Pacific Ocean and the capital city of Manila. It is called strategic location. It is being in the strategic location since it arises the competitions between the nearby countries, which is the US, China, or the Japan. So they are the countries nearby that has our like they want to have relationship with us, the Philippines, in order to have some some interest with our country. And for us, Philippines has shares, or the US shares important security ties with us, the Philippines. So that's why we are close to our nearby countries or from the US. So second, we have to give 3 examples of the culture of the Philippines as long as their respective traits. So first examples of the culture. First is our religion or our Christianity. It is our culture to attend mass every Sundays, and it is from our Spaniards, or it is from the Spaniards who adopt or who shares or who give us the importance of being a Christian. So it has they are the influencer to us of Filipino culture in almost every facet, from visual arts, architectures, dance, and music. But the Christianity, or being a Christian, or being Catholic, since predominant man ang Catholic, so we are to follow the culture, which is to attend mass, to have the churches, and for us to be close to our God, or the highest form of our co-Filipinos. So Christians is the most highest, or the highest percent of being a Christian, or the religion of Catholic is the highest percentage as a Filipino. And the Anglican or the Iglesia, maybe that one, it is also predominant for us, and they are influences, or they are Christians, extant cultures. Churches are divided among the variety of Christian sects and sectors or culture. And they are cultures influences by the similarities of Indonesians and Malay myth, as well as Hindu, Muslim, and Buddhist as Christian traditions. Second, values. A general description of the distinct value system of Filipinos, rooted primarily alliance systems, especially those based on kinship, friendship, or the obligation, or the religion, and the commercial relationship. From the values itself, we are taught by the different values, such as they respect our elders, like saying po at opo, and we have to bless before and before going out of the home, or before entering the home, we have to bless our parents. So values among Filipinos are centered around, they are maintaining social harmony. That is why we are having our values to be observed. The third culture is the Philippine folk dances, or the indigenous dances we are having right now. We are still observing it by dancing it within the specific occasions, and we are not obliged to do so, but to enter or to have our cooperation or participation regarding our indigenous dances or the Philippine folk dances or any dances that was influenced by the other countries. So third, highlight summary regarding the difficulties of the Filipinos suffered during our Spanish rule. First and foremost, we have our slavery. Slavery, which is some of the widespread sufferings by our Filipinos before. So they are being slaved by the Spanish, or they are the Philippine slaves that was imported to the other country, and it is not good for us since they are degraded as Filipinos. Favorable treatment. Favorable treatment is just like having favoritism. Since we are Filipino, they degraded us or they put us down in order to have their highest, or they have to lead as the Spanish to our country. In terms of education, in terms of education, they also degraded us. So Filipinos before are suffering their difficulties since they are called mangmang, or the other words, another term, which is so it was so hurting since we are just Filipino and we are learning for different, not now, but we are learning on the process. So from the next is abusive treatment. So abusive treatment or the slavery are just the same. Slavery or the abusive treatment. By the slavery, we are being abused. They treat us abusively or abusive as their slaves. Next is the economic and political institutions were altered. So by the time they came with us or they colonized us, they are altering the different economic institutions or political institutions, since they have their own government, or they have their own how to govern, they have their own process or their law or constitutions regarding their government policies. So they are altering their politics or the political institutions and economic, since they want to have their own, or they have to have their own institutions that are made by them. That's all, and thank you.